CCTV footage has emerged of the rapper Sean Diddy Combs physically assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in the corridor of a hotel in 2016. Ms. Ventura made allegations of rape and physical abuse against him in a lawsuit that was settled last year. Combs is at the centre of several civil lawsuits accusing him of sex offences. This report from Emma Vardy has some distressing images.
Diddy's underground tunnels, treehouses, and playgrounds are all under investigation. Feds have announced that Diddy's tunnels have been found and are now being searched. And a strange Snapchat appeared on Snap Map around the time of this announcement. It's tagged at the location of the Playboy Mansion in Holmby Hills, Los Angeles, California. The snap appears to show the tunnels everybody thought existed, and now we have confirmation through the feds. It appears someone goes into an underground tunnel, and then they discover strange dolls hanging from the ceiling. Each of the dolls appears to have different names on them, written Bryce Shear, Justin, Usher, and Jaden.
BBC News has reportedly obtained new audio tapes allegedly recorded in Diddy's secret underground tunnels. The tapes, said to have been leaked by an anonymous source, reveal intriguing details about the mysterious tunnels beneath the music mogul's properties.
I'm a psychic medium, so I actually, like, every time I walk past his house, and obviously the Playboy Mansion's right there, and we know about the tunnels that connect from the Playboy Mansion
to here.
I'm sure they connect here. Why wouldn't
there are places that connect? So what kind of energy? What kind of energy are you picking up?
There's just like darkness. I mean, in general, like I've always had weird feelings on this street.
Yeah.
This type. Well, the Playboy Mansion's down there. So I always thought it was the Playboy Mansion. It wasn't until probably a year ago that I realized this was Diddy's house.
Meanwhile, Gene Deal has just issued a warning to Diddy's son, blaming him for the leaked hotel footage allegedly showing Diddy mistreating Cassie. Gene Deal, a former bodyguard of Diddy, took to social media to express his concern and directly addressed Diddy's son, accusing him of being behind the leaked footage. The video, which has sparked outrage online, purportedly shows Diddy engaging in aggressive behavior towards his former partner, Cassie, during a private altercation at a hotel.
Well, first, I want to say to this young man, before somebody take his head off, because see, that's that new school bull crap that these kids out here, they easy to fly out their mouth with that. You don't invite a man to your private. You don't invite a man to your private unless you doing the Diddy. If two men lay down, how many homos get up? Let me tell you, young man, 2 of them. You understand? So don't invite a man to your private, because that man will see you and take your head off. Especially somebody like 50. You don't send or let a boy do a man's job. I don't know if he need that type of attention or he want that type of attention. Evidently he do. But 50 is the wrong dude that you want to do that type of attention, get that kind of attention from, bro. In the infamous words of Waka Flocka, that nigga go hard in the paint. And I don't believe that this cat would even put out some trash like that and really didn't know what he was doing. He's teasing the federal government. And I told y'all, the Southern District of New York do not play. So King Kong just put another battery in their back. And you see after he did that shit, something get leaked to the press. Do you notice that, right? Soon as he did that dumb shit, talking about, well, we did this and we did that. We had this over here, y'all went to the wrong house. Some went to, he said, well, we're gonna show you how wrong we are. Yo, CNN, run this. Action, roll them. Don't play with the feds, bro. Because you got to realize this. They got a lot of time. All they got is time.
But this is not it. Gene Deal further dropped some explosive information. Gene Deal's statement has sparked further controversy and discussions across social media platforms. Diddy and his representatives have not publicly commented on the incident or Deal's accusations.
Yo, they gonna sit there, people sitting up there, and they want something. See, people like a fix. They need that fix real quick. They want them to hurry up and charge Diddy with something, or see what they got on him. The feds gonna take their time. May take 6 months, may take a year, may take 2 years. They got up to 3 years to bring their case up. They got 3 years. So they checking everything about them. They gonna dot all the I's and cross all the T's.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people feel like he played a part in that video coming out. You know, him making a comment saying that, you know, they forgot to raid the house next door that his dad owned. Yeah, man, he was walling out, man.
Yeah, I think he was just bullshitting. I don't believe he bought the house next door. Because let me just tell you something. If anything or any name that had to do with Bad Boy, the federal government gonna run that. They know all the properties Diddy have. They wasn't even talking about the raid that they did in New York, but they did a raid in New York too.
Yeah, I ain't hear about that raid. I only heard about the, you know, the LA and Miami raid. But you feel like the feds, they released that video over King Kong's comments.
Oh man, I've worked in law enforcement for 27 years, and I had the opportunity to see Haida. It's a place, whereas they have the state, the feds, the NYPD, the Department of Corrections, and the state police. Yo, this place could be half of a basketball court. That's where they just got lines of computers with officers of all different people and officers just on the internet. Whoever's over that case, whoever's working that case, don't you know they saw that and took it to their boss? You might think it's petty, but it's not. You do not agitate a lion with a pork chop. And that's what that kid did, bro.
Some people feel like, you know, Diddy, he played a part in that video coming out too. You know, him being spotted with Stevie J, smiling at the camera. You know, a lot of people blame him too.
But bro, what did I tell you? He's such a narcissist that he has to be in the public. Yo, listen to me. They just caught him on TMZ today or yesterday or something like that, walking out and about. Now, I'm not telling the man what to do, what he couldn't do. I don't know if the government told he couldn't travel nowhere, he couldn't be nowhere and stuff like that. But why are you gonna go outside your own compound where you know TMZ and every other place is waiting on you? That's why he had that picture of him and his father around his neck. You're not gonna get no sympathy. You're done. Stick a in it. Call it a quit. Apologize to Big's mother for putting her son in that position that he loses his life. It's crazy. He better do a Russell Simmons.
Yeah, a lot of people saying that, man. They saying that he gonna pull a Russell Simmons.
Well, anything's possible, bro, but I don't know if the feds will allow him since they got an open investigation on him.
Charlemagne Thargard and Andrew Schultz, hosts of the popular podcast Brilliant Idiots, have weighed in on the recent drama surrounding Diddy and the leaked hotel footage allegedly showing the mistreatment of Cassie.
Like people got mad at me last week. I didn't realize they got mad at me for some Brilliant Idiot shit I said months ago when we were talking about Diddy.
Wow.
And I was just saying how like when I see situations like this, it's sad, right? Like I did Dan Abrams' show, and he played the clip from Idiots, right? But he played it without the context. So the context was, it's sad to see another person, ruin their life based off poor choices. Yeah. Right? It's sad to see when these people crash and burn just because they've made alleged poor choices. At the time I said alleged poor choices. Yeah. Right? So when somebody asked me about Diddy, it was on The View. They asked me about Diddy, and I go, I think we need to focus on the issue, not the individual. Because what happens a lot of times in these situations, we get so caught up in the celebrity of it all that we don't ever take the time to talk about what's the real core issue here. To me, it's domestic violence. It's these men that need to go through the work on themselves because they're dealing with all this hurt and this pain and this unhealed trauma, and they're projecting that on the other women. And it's the patriarchy. Because you got a guy like a Diddy who's in a position of power who probably don't look at any woman as an equal or as
it's a sociopathic, power-hungry narcissist.
But that's still all mental health related. That's still all something that you need to go get checked.
Crazy people out there. Yes.
We don't ever talk about the issue. Now it's Diddy's music is banned from Peloton and Diddy's eyeglasses are taken out. Who gives a Whatever happens to him as an individual, he's got to deal with the consequences of his actions. But the issue is still going to be going on.
That's interesting.
As I'm talking right now, somebody's getting their ass kicked. Some woman's getting their ass kicked right now. Nobody's even paying her no attention.
And then we move on once we see justice is served for the individual.
That's right.
We act as if the issue is taken care of. When in reality, it's not taken care of at all.
At all.
But our passivity comes in because we feel satisfied because we never cared about the issue. I've never cared as strong, but like we cared more about the fact that this famous person we saw our whole lives is involved in this fucking thing.
That's pound of flesh. Now, I largely agree with you. Could you make the argument that there is still some benefit in seeing, we're gonna make an example out of this guy. You're gonna take this guy who was a demigod of sorts, like so powerful, and he's gonna be stripped to nothing, and these are the consequences of those actions.
As they should, but then what?
R. Kelly, same exact thing.
Nobody's
talking about human trafficking. Nobody's talking about what's happening to these.
Nothing.
He pees on people.
That's it. Yeah. Which is hilarious.
Yeah. What's the lesson with Diddy? It's like, oh, he's gay.
He's gay, but it's not.
We don't know that yet.
Fair.
That is the other. What we know about Diddy is he absolutely puts his hands on women. We've seen that.
I think that part's worse
than him being gay. I don't know, dude.
No, you're right. It depends how he's getting his butt. No, because he could be
non-consensual.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
he could be non-consensual.
Exactly.
I think we know he's gay though from that video.
Charlemagne and Schultz didn't hold back. Charlemagne expressed his disappointment, calling the leaked footage disturbing and suggesting that it paints a troubling picture of Diddy. Schultz, known for his unfiltered opinions, criticized the situation, questioning the motives behind leaking such personal footage.
Drugs like a motherfucker.
Yes.
Gotta be.
That's clear.
And she said he was intoxicated as shit, but you are Sean P. Diddy Combs.
Yeah.
And you're in the Intercontinental Hotel and you run out in a towel. This was 2016, they say, or 18?
Yeah.
This guy was 46 years old. Yeah. You're a multi, you might have been a billionaire by now.
I don't chalk it up to, like, no drug makes you beat a woman.
No.
You beat women and then you're on drugs.
I agree with that.
And then you do it. Like,
it's not only drugs.
Yeah, it's not only, I'm not saying it's not only drugs, but this isn't regular behavior, bro. Like I think it's regular. You're running in a hotel with a towel on?
I agree with him. I think it's regular for him. I think he's such a fucking monster. The amount of times you gotta hit your girl to not give a fuck that you're in public.
Yes! That's what I'm saying.
But I think that he's just such a power-hungry person that I think he feels invincible when he has the power. And these types of things, unfortunately, make him feel invincible.
Yeah.
Top or bottom?
What?
Top or bottom?
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Power bottom.
I think, honestly, I think it's top, and I don't even think it's a gay thing. I think everything about his life is power and how he can exert power on people. I think that's why watching people someone is power. It's like, I'm gonna make you do this thing you don't even want to do, and I'm gonna watch and enjoy it.
That's why he loves the Joker.
Yeah, she got fired for putting that out there. Like,
do you think that Diddy held on to the gay rumors so that people didn't know what he really was?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because that's the perfect smokescreen. You'd rather people think you're gay than beat women.
And by the way, here's the wild thing. We still don't know what Diddy is.
I mean, we know a little.
We know bits and pieces.
Yeah.
this shit might be deeper than rap. We don't know. Like this might be a whole rabbit hole. You might be like, oh shit.
But seeing this video.
That's what I was trying to get at this whole time.
Okay,
that is the wildest story that came out of a lot of this shit, and nobody gives a fuck.
Let's talk about it.
What story?
Pull it up, Mark. I don't even want to repeat it. Pull it up. This shit sounds so crazy. Type in his name and Diddy.
But this is why I believe all the Cassie allegations because of this video. Because she describes this, what happened
word
to
for
the
word.
T. Now it's like, I believe everything she said.
Yeah, 1000%.
I'm not.
This is horrifying.
Also, Diddy's bullshit. While you're getting that, Diddy's bullshit ass excuse, like how he couldn't mention Cassie's name in the apology. There's no rule you can't apologize.
Also, you called her a liar like 3 days ago. Said she was looking after for a quick buck. You're a fucking scumbag. And maybe it's more triggering for me because whatever, but like that shit. I was
Why
like,
is it more triggering for you?
I grew up in a house, and I didn't see that ever, but I grew up in a house where there was abuse. So it's like, you watch that, and this is way more extreme than anything I saw. Like, she's trying to sneak out of the room. He's dragging her by the hair. Not gonna pimp my struggle. I didn't see anything like that. But watching that is like, yo, this guy forever.
Did you ever try to intervene?
Yeah, I did one time.
You got your ass kicked?
No, we didn't do anything. I just stood in his way and I didn't say a word. I didn't even look at him, which I'm kind of like, I just got in his way and I remember thinking, if this goes down, this goes down.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
I remember I was reading Will Smith's book and he always said he felt bad because he never intervened. So that was like, he said he felt like a coward.
Yeah.
You know, he never intervened, watching his mother go through the abuse from his father. But I think he said his brother did. So a lot of that just makes you kind of think about everything that happened, everything that transpired with the slap and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like after the while,
I'm gonna stand up for myself finally.
Now coming back to Gene Deal, he is asking police to reopen the case into Kim Porter's passing. Deal has raised serious concerns and doubts about the circumstances surrounding Porter's passing. He has alleged that there may have been foul play involved, pointing to what he describes as unanswered questions and inconsistencies in the case.
For the sake of Kim's family, because bruh, if you know what I know, he put Kim in a gold casket, then has security, 24-hour security at the funeral home, so nobody would go in there and touch the casket or take Kim out of there. I think that they should reopen our case and have an independent pathologist look at everything about her so she can rest in peace. So, I know people, paperwork, and this other young lady on the internet, they are spearheading the reopening of Kim's case. And I hope they do. That they had enough money that they could get the half of the hospital to come to the house and take care of her. That she died of just ammonia like that. And if you get that point where you can't breathe, and if you know you ever had a cold so bad, I had COVID and I couldn't breathe, but I still made it to the hospital on my own. I can't believe that she stayed in that house, laid in that house, and died like they said she died. So my personal opinion is that somebody needs to reopen that case, and there needs to be a person that can do an independent autopsy to tell us the truth about what really happened to Kim Porter.
He also revealed how Diddy mistreated Misa Hilton. According to Deal, Diddy's treatment of Hilton was unfair and disrespectful, with allegations of emotional and psychological mistreatment. The accusations have added another layer of controversy to the ongoing scrutiny of Diddy's personal life and relationships.
You understand? I used to live right across the street from Eddie F. in Mount Vernon. That was Heavy D and the Boys DJ. Me and Eddie used to have conversations. I don't know, it was Eddie or his brother that told me. But I heard in our conversations that when Misa, he thought Misa was dealing with Eric Sermon. And he beat her so bad, she was trying to get away from him. She had to crawl up under the car. And at the time, Misa was a little something. That's the first time I heard of his violence. The second time was when I went to the hospital and Kim had ripped his wrist up. I told people he would do that whenever I was working with him. You know, he would act like that play fight with the pillows and everything, roughing the girls up like that. So if I didn't see nothing like, well, I wouldn't see it because they'd be in the room. But if she don't run out screaming and hollering or I don't hear no help, ain't nothing I can do about it. But if she come out and she's in distress and he's trying to do something, I'm gonna do something about it. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Cause you're not taking my pension away. Cause you know what I do for a living. You're not putting me in a situation where I gotta explain to a tribunal of what went down and what happened and why I let it happen. I'm a little bit smarter than that. So if you heard about something happening to Kim, it probably wasn't my days working or some of the other bodyguards was telling me or told me. But it all comes back, bro, to where we at right now. Everything that I've said, that I've heard, that I've displayed to people has came to pass. I say it again. The devil has a plot. God got a plan.
So that's all from today's video. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.